to episode 3, the late episode of Two Girls, One Talk. I'm Andy Christ.
I'm Stacey-Beth.
And we are here almost a whole week late. Actually, probably almost a whole week.
No, we should have had one up on Saturday, so we're a couple days late.
We didn't. It's my fault. I completely overbooked myself, and I've been dragging it up in Philadelphia, so I apologize. Poor Stacey-Beth, just like, dude, what are we doing?
I know. It's like, are we done? Do you hate us now?
Get your shit together, girl.
Damn.
So we have fun things to talk about.
Yes, we do.
First is actually a follow-up to something that we talked about, I think, the first episode, which was the Nightmare documentary.
Yes.
Which was a documentary about, what was it, sleep paralysis?
Yeah. And it was directed by Rodney Asher, who's the same guy who directed Room 237, that documentary on The Shining.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good. It was a little, rife with conspiracy weirdos, stuff like that. And that's kind of all it was. It was neat. But, so, The Nightmare was really cool. It was touting itself as being the scariest documentary ever. And so me and my husband sat down to watch it, and it was really creepy. And, a lot of parts had me freaked out, genuinely freaked out. But the end of it, I don't think I will say it's the creepiest or scariest documentary ever. I've probably seen crazier ones, but it's pretty good. I don't know. I guess I don't know if it's maybe because I've never experienced that before.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I think part of it is when you watch it, you relate to it and you kind of relive it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I was tweeting about watching it, several friends were tweeting me back and just telling me how horrifying that is and stuff. And I'm like, wow, I don't know. So maybe that's why it wasn't as scary. And, when they were showing creatures that several people were saying they'd seen, they kind of looked cheesy. It looked like somebody had a really low budget and was trying to make a horror movie, and it just looked kind of bad, but it was still, I don't know. I guess just, but it was the creepiest part, other than them trying to do those reenactments, was the people actually talking about it and them being genuinely scared and stuff like that, so.
Now, do they have anyone actually, sleeping and, being monitored by brainwaves?
No. Mm-mm. Which was kind of disappointing, and you and I had both talked that we were thinking that's what the case was going to be. Because I think they had 8 people talking about their experiences, and some of them say that they have them literally every single night. So I'm like, why wouldn't you want to monitor someone? And I think that would have been interesting.
They spent that big old budget on those CGI monsters. They were like, medical research, fuck that, that's what scientists do. I'm a film.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was pretty comical. So I would definitely recommend it to our viewers and stuff. I would definitely say that you should give it a watch at least once. But
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I definitely watch it. If you're a horror fan, yes, it's pretty cool. If you're a hardcore horror fan and you're looking for something insanely scary and real, that's probably not the one to watch. I'd say go watch shit on the Jonestown Massacre or something like that, some real scary shit, but...
Not Annabelle, I'm fucking sick of hearing about that. Stupid.
Yeah. And the next one I saw, actually just yesterday, we went to go see Insidious 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, go on, that's the fucking scariest thing. That is, it's horrifying. Insidious 1, I remember still watching that one, and it scared the shit out of me. And then, Insidious 2 was like, okay, that's pretty creepy. They give you a little bit more story into the Lamberts haunting and them dealing with those creatures and shit. And then this one is a prequel, and so it follows a teenage...
Medium.
Huh?
That chick, right?
What?
The Medium, it follows her?
Well, so she's in it. She's actually the lead female character, but the story follows this teenage girl and her dad and her brother, who she lives with together after her mom passed away a year and a half prior. And so she's kind of been obsessed with trying to contact her mom and stuff, and ends up goes to meet Elise, who's played by Lynn Shay. She's the medium, and goes to meet her. And of course, this is the beginning of the movie tells you a few years before the Lambert haunting.
Okay.
So, okay. And, you meet Elise, and she's kind of like, she's not doing her thing anymore. She's like, it's too much, it was too stressful, and then she's...
Not the game, kid.
Yeah. She gets caught back into it through this story because the girl trying to contact her mother ended up bringing something else over, and it attached itself to the daughter, and it's kind of crazy. It's really cool. I mean, there are parts that straight up had me like shaking with my hands over my eyes, and I'm like, Adam, I fucking hate this movie. I hate this movie. Like, it was creepy. There were some major jump scares in this movie, big time, and it's directed by Lee Wanell, who helped write Saw and all the other Insidiouses and stuff with James Wan, but James Wan was like, no, I don't want to direct this one, you do it. So it's his directorial debut. And I'm like, okay, you did pretty damn good. And he's also, he plays Specs in the movie. He's the goofy one with the duo who also come back, and you get to see their beginnings of meeting Elise and starting their little thing, and so it's really, really neat, and yeah, you get there's really cool cameos, there's cool, references to the other movies, there's some really cool tie-ins to the original story and shit like that, so it's good.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it.
And in case our viewers don't know, real quick, I actually just posted my review for it on my blog at toavoidfainting.blogspot.com, so if you want to go...
This shit first. I mean,
well, now while we're talking about it, I want to tell them to go watch it.
Just kidding.
But yes, it's great. It's worth it. Go out. Like, I want to go see it again in the theaters. Like, there was just something about seeing it there that just made it even better, Because I'd never seen the other ones in theaters, so...
Yeah, me neither. I saw them all at home.
So, I mean, I just feel like if I had seen those ones in theaters, it would have been so much better. Yeah.
Would you say that this one was the scariest one? Or has it just been so...
In its own right, though. Like, like in my review, I said, what the first one has in dread and eeriness, Chapter 3 has, like, shit your pants, like, factor on lock. Like, they rely more on the major scares than they do that just sense of, like, horror. That
helplessness.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just straight up fucking scary.
Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out.
Watch it.
That's good. And I think there's one more movie that hasn't come out yet, but you actually showed me the trailer for, which was Creep.
Creep, yes. Oh gosh, I forgot the guy who directed it, but he also stars in the movie with Mark.
The guy from The League and the Lazarus.
No, the guy who directed it is the other guy. It's like Patrick Bryce or something. Well, the Creep is played by Mark Duplass, who plays Pete in The League, and of course him and his brother Jay, they're like the Duplass brothers, and apparently they're like these like low-key, big-time badasses in the filmmaking world that people are like surprised by. Like, they've done all this indie work and like produced all this stuff, and they're pretty like big but like super low-key, which is neat. And so they signed a 4-film Netflix deal, and this is, I believe, the first of 4, if not one of the movies that they're producing that's supposed to kind of be a part of them, So
it's going to go straight to Netflix.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be on iTunes, I think sometime in June, and then Netflix on July 14th.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I don't have to go pay to see it. Perfect. It's my favorite kind.
I heard like a buddy of mine I talked to when I posted about it said that he watched it last year at a film festival and says that it's probably his favorite found footage movie he's ever seen.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like your typical found footage movie when like the tagline for it is like, what was it? What About Bob meets Fatal Attraction. I was like, I love What About Bob, and I love Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, this is going to be interesting. So it's, this guy, I guess, answers an ad about helping a dude who just wants his film services, like $1,000 he'll pay him, and, the trailer tells you that Mark Duplass's character, and already off the bat, he's kind of a little quirky,
Yeah.
He tells him he's dying from brain cancer or something, and so he wants this guy to film his day, kind of adventuring around the woods in this house that he lives in.
Yeah, he's like, hey, film a video diary for me, so when I'm gone, you know.
Give it to his unborn son.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's just he gets a little bit crazier and crazier and crazier, and then I guess once the dude's ready to leave, it's like, bam, something happens, and this guy is just kind of like a wackadoo. And just, I guess, I don't know what happens, but, you know, I'm like, hey, and to hear someone whose opinion I trust in the horror world, that to say that that's one of his favorite found footage movies, I'm like, okay, that's lofty, but I'm totally excited for this now. Like, yeah.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
So, yeah. So if y'all check it out and keep up with the news, or we'll keep you updated on it.
Check it out, y'all.
Shut up.
All right. So next we're gonna go from the woods to Bangkok.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's called Bangkok, not Bangkok. There is a place called the Witchcraft Cafe, the Witchcraft Bukkake Fest.
It's some kind of witchcraft cafe.
Yes. It's kind of like, if you've ever seen The Craft, the bookstore that they go into, where, you know, the one hippie chick is in there, Wiccan chick, whatever. It's all.
Yeah, it's all.
So it's a place where you go and, like, you can just hang out and drink coffee and, like, look at all these cool books in the occult, but they also offer you services, like, you know, putting spells on people, or, like, lifting curses, and it looks really cool. Exorcisms. That was the big.
So you can order like a plate of pasta and get a demon released from your body at the same time if you really want to.
Yeah, you can get like a frappa exorcistachino or something.
That would be amazing. We should start our own cafe, horror themed.
Yeah,
do that
with an extra shot of Christ.
Yes, that would be amazing. Yeah, so like I want to go. I want to go to Bangkok to go freaking.
I don't know if I want to go to Bangkok. You're all into like doing these like suicide missions, like going to Mars and all this crazy shit, and like going to Bangkok. If I go to Bangkok, I'm done. As soon as I get off that plane, it's going to be a Taken situation. Except I have no friends, and the few that I do have no special skills. So I will literally be.
I'm like the least special skill having person ever. So I'd be like, Annie was taken. Oh,
that sucks.
That sucks. Is that Witchcraft Cafe still open though?
You'll be like, are you calling me from out of the country? What are you, crazy? And just hang up on
You better fucking pay for this yourself. Click.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm going to send you my prepaid card number right now. You're going to pull that shit up. You're Mexican. I know you have one.
I got that international calling.
Yeah.
All my people.
One thing that was pretty funny, well, I think it's funny though, in the article, he was like listing all the weird stuff that actually happens in Bangkok, and one of them was this. It's illegal, but apparently it's out there. It's an aborted fetus doll. Is it a doll?
Yeah, it's like almost like a voodoo doll, but inside of it is they say an aborted fetus, and
what does it do?
I think you can.
Of course, it's gonna predict the lottery, because if you're gonna put an aborted fetus in a doll, the only thing it could really do is predict the lottery. Yeah.
Well, I think that's what I'd want it to do. Like, give me some fucking money.
Yeah.
Aborted baby. Like.
You would think if it could predict shit like that, it could probably predict its odds on being born and just kind of opt out before anything. It's like, ugh, you're not looking good. I'm gonna get bet 5 to 1 that I'm not gonna make it.
Ice fucking cold, like that wig. Ice cold. Oh my goodness.
So,
speaking of terribleness and aborted babies, has anybody seen the new Ghostface mask for the Scream TV series?
Oh, another reboot?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. I saw it, and it looks...
The only the only term that everybody said is androgynous blowjob sex doll face.
Yeah, it's like
it's literally, it looks like it's waiting for a penis to be put into its mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean, maybe our sex dolls are now gender neutral. You don't know what that sex doll is. Maybe it wants to be a woman.
I guess so. Who knows? I mean, it looks so stupid, and it just kind of further, like, reaffirms to me that show is going to be shit.
Oh, absolutely. Because the first mask, like, it looked dreadful. Like, it didn't, it wasn't like the scariest.
So the whole point of that mask was supposed to be a play on
the Scream.
painting, the Scream.
Yes.
Yes, and then now you go, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was like a rights issue with the Ghostface mask. And I'm like, oh, but you wanted to get the rights to the name, but you didn't want to get the rights to the fucking mask? Like,
maybe Wes Craven didn't have the rights to the Ghostface mask anymore. Maybe someone else bought it.
I have no idea. If anybody else knows the deal behind that better than we do, please leave us a comment. Let us know, because I would love to hear the like. I need to know why. I need to know.
But it looks so dumb. It's literally like,
yeah, like like I'm surprised like nobody is photoshopping dicks into it. Like, one of our viewers, get on it, Photoshop it, send it to us.
yes,
But don't freeze stream our faces doing that, please.
But it looks like what the victim should be wearing in like the Scream movies. Like when the Scream mask turns around to scare you, like the victim turns around with that mask, like oh,
because it,
like zoinks.
It kind of like reminded me. So back last year, like probably the first review I ever did for Horror Movies Uncut was this movie called Blood Widow. And it looked exactly like that mask minus the open mouth. I was like, what? That looks so familiar. And I was like, holy shit, that looks like the Blood Widow fucking mask. Like,
the Blood mask looked badass though.
Yeah, it didn't have its mouth open waiting for a penis. So, like,
wait for them dicks.
That's what the tagline should just be, waiting for them dicks. Like,
this dick's gonna make you scream.
Yum. I figure it's gonna have that voice too. Yum.
What's up, baby?
Oh, so horrible. It's gonna be bad. Whatever. Anyways, let us know what you think about it.
Is there anything else going on in the world of
real
reboots?
Quick, I want to say some news that just happened.
Hey, everything you need to say.
A little bummer for me. Mary Ellen Trainor just died, and she was the psychiatrist in all the Lethal Weapon movies, and she was the chick in my favorite, which I just talked about on Instagram the other day, my favorite Tales from the Crypt episode, and All Through the House. And
what's that?
And All Through the House?
Yeah.
The Christmas one, when the psycho killer escapes the institution and breaks into her house dressed as Santa Claus, and he's
I didn't see that.
he was the crazy. I think he was the crazy one who dressed as, or who was Dr. Giggles in that one fucked up dentist movie or doctor movie. You have to look it up. You have to watch it. You can find it on YouTube. It's great. It's my favorite episode.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just found out she died today, and that was a bummer. And everybody's really.
You know who else died that no one talked about? Betsy Palmer.
Oh yes, Betsy Palmer died too last week. I think, right? Betsy Palmer. You don't know. I'm shocked. People. The Pamela Voorhees, Jason Voorhees' mom, who was the original motherfucking killer in Friday the 13th.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure everyone watching this knows, but Jason wasn't in the first Friday the 13th. He wasn't the killer. Well, he was at the very, very end.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the killer. It was his mother.
Yeah, he was just in the dream sequence. Yeah.
And then when they chopped the mother's head off, his spirit, whatever, I don't even know all the mythology behind it, but comes to be Jason that we know now.
All that crazy shit. Jason came back so many times, so.
Yeah. Did you know, here's a fun fact, the second Jason movie where he has a burlap sack over his head, I don't remember the guy's name that played Jason throughout the whole movie, but in the credits at the end, they credited, because at the end of that movie, again, a kid Jason jumps out of the water and grabs someone. They credited Jason as that actor.
Oh, wow.
So this guy ran around with his burlap sack on his head for the whole fucking movie, and in the credits, when it says Jason, it has this asshole that jumped out for 2 seconds. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I did not know that.
That's not fucked up?
That's fucked up.
Yeah. He used to be my ex's neighbor, and
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, who used to be your ex's neighbor? The burlap sack guy, or?
Yep.
Oh wow! So did he ever get? Did they ever change it? Did he ever get? Did he get paid for it?
He got paid for it, but
What?
He's a boomer now or something weird. Not weird,
well,
but
it's funny because isn't Kane? Everybody remembers Kane Hodder as being Jason Voorhees, and wasn't he not even into later on?
He was in the 6th.
Yeah, but I'm so nobody gives a shit about who the other one is.
Yeah.
So I guess it kind of when you change people throughout, I guess it tends to get a little much.
I think it's he was the most consistent one, is why he's known as, because he was in I think 3 of the movies,
Okay,
and plus he was just gigantic to begin
Yeah.
with.
that's the one that everybody remembers. Yeah.
He was also in Hatchet. Remember Hatchet?
Yes, I do. I have that. I think I have that.
There were a lot of people in Hatchet.
Yeah.
A lot. I think there were 3 or 4 different people from horror movies. The guy from Candyman was in it.
Yes, Tony Todd, Kane Hodder, AJ Bowen. Yeah. I don't know. I need to watch it again. It's been a while. But.
All right, we're going off on a tangent. We're sorry.
guys. Sorry, guys. Y'all probably already stopped
Yeah.
on our video by now. Sorry, this just happened.
No more
We haven't talked in like a week, so we have to talk to each other. But yeah. Anyways, I think that's gonna about wrap it up for episode 3 of Two Girls One Talk.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed it, and we're going to be way more diligent from here on in.
Yes, we promise.
Just
Well,
lame drag queen.
yes, this one will of course be up Saturday, hopefully. So I don't see why not.
I mean, maybe we can push it a little bit earlier, but we'll
No,
see.
definitely, yeah. I wouldn't mind doing that. But as again, you can find me, Stacey-Beth, on Instagram at Stacey-Beth with 2 H's. Twitter at the Stacey-Beth.
Yep, I'm Antichrist. Just search it on Facebook. And I always forget, but I have I almost said Twitter. Instagram,
Yeah.
Antichrist. So, yeah.
And
Add me and we'll do fun
yes,
drags.
and be sure to like our Facebook page, Two Girls One Talk. Comment, like it, like our YouTube page, subscribe, comment, love us.
Click the screen one.
Amazing. Yeah, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.